Okay, everyone.
Recording in progress.
Atma Namaste. So,
Namaste.
Atma
Sorry,
Namaste.
కొంచెం లేట్ అయింది.
No problem, no problem. నేను అనుకున్న ఐదుగురు రాకపోతే చక్కగా గుడికి వెళ్ళిపోదామని చెప్పి అనుకున్నా.
నేను గుడికి వెళ్ళనివ్వకుండా మేము జాయిన్ అయిపోయాం.
అదే అంటే గుడికి వెళ్ళటం కన్నా ఈ ఏడుగురు ఎప్పుడైతే కూర్చున్నారో వీళ్ళకి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అంటే ఇంపార్టెంట్.
అదే కదా.
ఏదో అంటారు కదా, ఇల్లే వైకుండా కడిపే కైలాసం అని. నా
అదే
నాలో లేని శివుని బయట వెతుక్కుంటే దొరుకుతాడేంటి?
దట్ ఈస్ మెయిన్ కదా. గుళ్ళోకి వెళ్తే ఎవరో ఒకరు కనపడతారు కానీ ఎట్ హోమ్ వీ కెన్ గో ఇన్సైడ్ అవర్ సెల్ఫ్స్.
ఎస్.
దట్ ఈస్ నో ఎనీ డిస్ట్రాక్షన్. సో బికాస్ వీఆర్ లర్నింగ్ టు నాట్ టు డిస్ట్రాక్ట్ అవర్ సెల్ఫ్స్.
ఎస్.
దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ట్రూ. సౌమ్యాజీ, thank you so much for your notes and all. Yesterday, I was simply holding the phone and asking him, why did you keep? Otherwise, every day I go to kitchen now, so I'm not aware of that at what time you post and all. Yesterday, simply I was holding the phone. Why this girl is not posting till now? So, okay, thank you so much.
Okay. So today we are dealing with something very, very profound, very, very important and interesting. This is an extension of yesterday's class, okay? We have understood something called thought energy field, right? We introduced upon this concept yesterday. How many of you remember this thought energy field? Okay, only one person understood thought energy field. How many? Only one person remembered it. Okay. Okay. So we have to put some kind of stress, we have to put some degree of emphasis on thought energy field and the field of influence. Okay, until now it is logical, from now it is energetic. From today what we talk is more energetic work because we only have power in this. So in the beginning we talked about four aspects of karma, right? Sanchita, Prarabdha, Kirama and Agami. Sanchita karma, it's already there, you cannot do anything about it. Prarabdha is a consequence which is it's like, yes, it can happen anytime. It's already there in your destiny. But kriyamana karma, if it is influenced by your prarabdha, if it is influenced by your sanchita, if it is influenced by your arshad vargas, if it is influenced by your vasanas, if it is influenced by your conditioning, or if it is influenced by your thought energy field, or it is influenced by your environment. What happens? You're not acting out of free will. You have a compulsive need to be in a settlement to do certain things in a certain way, right? If you are raised in a house where you were trained, or where it is normal for the people of the house to express displeasure by using cuss words. Cuss words means using foul language. If your environment is filled with that, so you have learned or acquired that quality or trait inside you. It feels normal for you. Now, not every time you can be very, very conscious on where do you use these cuss words. Sometimes it just happens in the wrong place also, in the around wrong people. So it is kriyamana karma or kriyamana karma. That means what? The action that you have in your hand. But if it is influenced by environment, or if it is learned by the environment or by your conditioning, how do you be not influenced by it? Are you understanding what am I saying? Very difficult.
Yeah, yes, what we are saying is the people around us are in the house, in our home. They are tend to speak that like like foul language whenever they are in a bad state or bad mood.
Hmm.
That means that is then unwantedly it is in their system, so they are very easily they can spoke those words,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So for that, without affecting those words, yeah, right. Every day, if we are listening those words, also sometimes it hurts very, very deeply to us. We can't say, we can't think at the time that that is the nature. They can use those words. They
Hmm.
are using every day now.
Yeah.
Some of the other those words. So like that only they are used on us only. That taking it very difficult. That only you are talking right
Yeah.
now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, how many of you have learned the bad words by sitting with a friend or with a teacher? Or how many of you just picked it up because you hear it everywhere? Without knowing the meaning of that, how many of us have picked it up? Right? So you learned from somebody, Ruchi ma'am, or you have picked it up? Did someone teach you this word means this? This word means that. You can use it in so and so cases. Did you teach? Did someone teach you? You just picked it up, right? So what happened is the influence through words around you. Your conscious mind heard it, your subconscious picked it up. Now what happened? It got imprinted into your mind. Hmm. Huh. Not negative. What builds curiosity is picked it up very much. After it catches it up, then you judge it is good or bad, negative or positive, right? For example, cuss words when you have never heard in your life, but suddenly someone uses, you're like, what is this word? For example, you're going on this, you're on the street, maybe in a car, you're going from point A to point B, and then suddenly you saw a shop or a showroom, and there is one particular dress that's onto the mannequin, and you saw it, and suddenly it picked your attention, and you feel like, I wanted to buy this. What we hear regularly. Yes. So you might have seen multiple clothes from the time you have started from your house till you reach the destination while you're traveling, but only one or two will pick your attention, will catch your attention, right? And you feel like buying it. Sometimes you stop your vehicle and go into the shop and buy it. Did it ever happen to you? Or maybe evening time pani puri or mirchi bhaji? You had no plan of buying anything, but suddenly you get so pulled, so drawn that mirchi bhaji, I have to eat. This his hand has a magic. You get into that, and one or two plates will go into your stomach. Now, what is it? Influence of your environment on your kriyaman karma. So the kriyamana karma is saying one thing, that whatever you are doing, is it coming out of free will or is it influence? As long as you are aware of it, you are fine, you are good. If you are not aware of it, now what happens? Instead of going to destination, you will go for window shopping or actual shopping, and you forget where you have started. पानी पूरी, पानी की पूरी के बाद मिर्ची बज्जी के बाद वड़ा पाव या पाव भाजी, उसके बाद पेट भर के घर जाएंगे. पेट नहीं, दिल भर गया. Craving is a desire, yes. Today, our 99% of our life is totally out of our control, is because the only way you can change your karma is to do whatever you have in your hands to do at this moment is not done appropriately or adequately or in alignment with your karmic path. It's always influenced everything that we do is influenced by something or the other, isn't it? First 2 days I gave you an exercise to have the awareness of the first 3 days. Have the awareness of Arshad Vargas or Vasanas or the influence or conditioning. Right? Today we are extending onto it. Today we are extending onto the concept of thought itself, not just desire. A thought becomes desire, right? The thought of saying something, the thought of doing something is making you do it or say it. Now, the thought field influence, the thought field awareness is very, very important. This can change everything, no matter how you are, wherever you are, whatever life stage you are in, whatever situation you are in. Thought field awareness makes all the difference. Thought energy field awareness, sorry. Only we talked about Sthita Pragnata, right, on the other day. Pragnata, Sthita Pragnata. So this is very vital for you to understand. Sthita Pragnata, it is not something external, it's completely internal. Looking composed on the outside, no. Are you really composed inside? It plays a very, very important role in the manifestation of everything that you're doing. Why? Because you are meant to do something great, but you are influenced by everything around. When you are influenced by everything around, how do you go? Where do you go? Or the only place you go is where your thought energy field is influencing you to do, or inspiring to go. When this is how the life is, when this is how things are, is it really easy for you to go to any place? Is it easy for you to do anything with your own self? Understanding this is very very important and vital. See, you are going to do something great, right? Everybody is going to do something great, not something. Everybody is entitled, and everybody deserves to do something great in life. But the deservingness to do great in life is only happening when you do it right, not because you had a thought of it. A lot of people say, I thought of doing this. గొప్ప చెప్పుకుంటారు, I have got good thoughts. Fine, you have good thoughts, but why did you not put it into practice? Had if this is better, I would have done it. How many of us have this language? I never had a bad intention, but somehow it happened. Right? Who cares? Ultimately, you did something wrong, no? Who cares about your intent? I never went wrong, but somehow it happened. Who cares? Ultimately, you did what you're not supposed to do. So, when you have done what you're not supposed to do, what is the matter? What is the point of you having a different intention, better intention, good thought? Doesn't matter if you're a good person or a bad person. What is the difference between good person and bad person when action is the same? Now, why is it important? Why I'm bringing this topic up? Because if you are not aware of your action, if you're not aware of your thought, if you're not aware of the transition of thought into an emotion, emotion into a feeling, feeling into an action, the only opportunity for you to change your karma is gone. Most of us say, I felt my hands are tied, I could not do it. How many of you have experienced certain things where you felt your hands are tied? You never wanted to do, but you still had to do it. Though you know that is wrong or bad, you still do it. You still did it. We all do it, right, at some point. We all know, don't worry, be happy. But how many of us could not worry and could be happy? We all know everything passes. Everything is a passing cloud. But how? No, we all know it. But why are we not able to let go? Why are we holding on to it? Everybody knew it. At the end, everybody will die. Why are we holding on to anything or no anything or everything? Or you might say, I don't hold on to anything, but this is something it's difficult for me to let go. Right? We all have certain reservations. I accept this, I can do anything and everything. If it is not for this, I would have done it. We all have these kind of self explanations. Right? Or self, I don't know what words to use. Judgment maybe. The whole point is, as long as you don't do what you're supposed to do, which you already know, there's no point in learning. People are sitting in this manifestation class. So today is day 8. And people are traveling with me from last 1.5 year, 2 years maybe. Okay, we've got some people who are traveling with me from 2019. Now, when I look at their life, when I look at their actions, when I look at their thoughts, somehow few things got better, few things did not get better. Now, the things that got better in the way they look at life, in the way they look at things, that is fine. But the things that are not changing, what are the thoughts around it? Why is that aspect not changing? When you say something is working, something is helping, Why that help and working thing is not applied everywhere? Why is it very difficult or different here alone? Some people come to me and say, "Sir, everything is fine except this. This is not changing only. This is not happening only." And honestly, they came to me only for that. Except that everything is working. So the core problem they carry is still there with them. So what is happening and what is not happening? Though you have learned a lot, though you have understood many things, but why isn't it so actively helping you or working for you?
Maybe the doubt or our what you said, no, so that negative or we are not ready to accept that. I
Okay.
don't know, really, I want to ask that only. Yeah, so now I am keeping on thinking that why that thing is not happening, but now I'm damn sure the things what I really want very eagerly also, that desperatedness what was there, that is reduced drastically. That అంటే ఒక what we can know, one
Aratam.
sort of ఒకలాంటి మైండ్ that drastically changed, that calm down అన్నమాట, that state of mind.
Okay.
So that, yeah, maybe that what we have to apply to solve our problem is not applying properly, or we always thinking that this problem of mine is totally different. So this, the strength to solve this problem is not there with us, or still we have to wait, or what, something is there అది పట్టుకున్నాం, maybe that there vasana is there more about that. That only I am thinking about that. That's still not completed.
Okay. Okay. Anybody? Any answer? Any discovery? People say this. I only have this as a problem. I've got no problem except this, and that is always there. That is not changing at all. So the desperation affects the thought and feel. Excellent. Yes. It is not just desperation. It is a relation to the problem. If you say this problem is going to be with me forever, and your relation towards it is very, how do I say, it's very tough. The problem is going to be with you.
Now your sound is, that voice is breaking now. Important thing. Please tell again, no? Voice is breaking.
Today the voice is breaking.
Yeah.
When you speak something important, it cracks.
అదే కదా, whatever the important thing, no, then immediately maybe we all need that, stick to that point very eagerly or desperately. So your sound is cracking. That way voice is not at all coming out.
So what I was telling is, it depends on the relation that you have with the problem or with the issue. If you have a very troubled or tough relation with that issue, then definitely your subconscious perceives it as an unsolvable, unresolvable, or maybe you have to live with it, or you have got no control, or maybe God wanted to go through this. All this narrative starts. Why? Because it is dependent on your relationship with this issue. The way you treat this issue is how it appears, is how it works. The way you treat it is going to decide how it is going to be with you. What relation you have with this problem or thought, not problem, or what all thoughts you have with that issue, and relationship which you have with each thought has a very plays a very important role, right? Making sense? Now when I say what relation you have with this problem will have a very important role, it makes lot of difference for you to understand. The perspective is changing. Now what relation I carry with this thought? For example, Padmini garu, that day she disclosed that okay, she has issue, or she was talking about her son. Okay, so now what is the relation you have, what kind of relation you carry with the thought of you of your son getting this, getting that? Okay, or people who are here who have issues with job or with money or with anything, any complication that you have in your life, what relationship you carry with each thought comes to you plays a very attachment. Okay, now when you say attachment, attachment to what are you actually attached to? Where is this attachment coming from? What is this attachment trying to teach you or show you? Family and to do something for them, but where is it coming from? Some hidden commitment. What is that commitment? What is hidden? Okay, what responsibility? I'm asking you very basic questions but very deep questions, because our thoughts are influenced by these statements or these stories we tell. I have a responsibility for my family. Okay, what responsibility you have for the family? I have some hidden commitment. What is that hidden commitment? What is hidden inside the commitment?
Mean it's very deep to understand, right? Why?
Why? To give them a good life. Okay. One question. See, I'm only taking the points that has been written. I'm not trying to point them out. To take care of everything. Convince myself that it should be done by me. Right.
Yeah, the ego behind that.
You're getting closer.
యా నేనే చేయగలను అన్నీ అనే ఒక ఐ డోంట్ నో అదర్వైజ్ ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ మీ దెన్ హౌ ఇఫ్ ఐ డోంట్ డూ దిస్ దెన్ హౌ
Ah.
హూ విల్ డూ దిస్ ఎక్సెప్ట్ మీ హూ ఈస్ దేర్ టు డూ దిస్
Ah.
రైట్
Correct.
there is no one else to do this work than me. I am only the correct person to do this, or God has given me this duty to fulfill.
So these stories we tell ourselves. No choice.
Okay.
I'll tell you one thing. ఇందాక సునీత గారు ఒక పాయింట్ చెప్పారు. Wait, what is that? To give them a good life. Okay. Did your parents give you a good life? Okay, it's already fixed that women are responsible for the good at family. Okay.
Yeah.
Mana parent, our parents gave us a good life, right? It is good samskaras to an extent. They think they did the best. Yes? No, they gave the basic needs. Obviously. Everybody has a different story. But their intent behind doing what they did it have any bad or harm?
Uh-huh. Hmm?
Sorry, Padmini Garu.
ఆహా, సీరియస్ విషయం అనుకునేసరికి నెట్ తెలిసిపోతుంది నెట్కి. ఆ నెట్కి చెప్పవా ఇది మామూలుగా మాట్లాడుకుంటున్నామని మనందరం కూడా చెప్పుకోవాలి. అదర్వైజ్ సీరియస్లీ యూ టెల్ సంథింగ్ అండ్ యూ స్టాప్ లైక్ దట్ యువర్ వాయిస్ ఇస్ క్రాకింగ్.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Here itself, the network is teaching us to don't be desperate to anything. Just normally we are listening, the net is okay.
yeah.
Like that.
Right. So, sometimes we feed a subtle ego that some responsibility can be taken care by us only, but more questions you are asking, it feels like it's necessary. I feel, is it necessary to take those responsibilities? Okay, my question was, your parents did whatever they could do in their capacity, right? And intent behind what they did was good, right? Their intent, or at least their narration said, I'm doing it only for your best, or I'm doing what is good for you. That's what I'm doing. But whatever they did, actually, did it really help you today to have a very good life? Are you really having a good life? A great life as they intended you to have? It can be mixed. If you have a very good life, why do you have problems? Why are you not fully happy? Why did you do what you did that you are regretting later? We chose this at this time. Okay. The intent behind anybody is doing anything to the stage. Yes. When you have started your journey, your parents or the caregivers did the best of what they could do in their capacity. Their only intent, they had done their duty of raising us. Exactly, they did their duty. Their objective or their intent or their narrative is never inclined to change your life or fate. They gave their guidelines which they have absorbed from their environment, from their elders, and they gave it to you, and you started to live with the narrative that they gave. We do, it's a chain, correct? But no matter what good they did to you or what good you do to your children, it is not in your hands that they will have a great life. They'll have everything fulfilled. It is an individual's personal responsibility to have the right thoughts always, to have the right feel around them. It cannot be given to you Always. It is your choice. It's a decision that you keep that up. All the good things, all the good samskaras, all the positive statements, positive thinking that is given to you, are you able to remember and apply every single moment? Why are we lenient? Why are we not applying it? Because it's not imbibed into us. What is imbibed into you? Wrong things, negative things, bad things, cursing, sir patakna, setapakna, na karma na rata, na vratkinte. Right? This is imbibed into you. Why? Because this is what you have seen, how people react when they're emotional. Or you only say one thing, నేను దస్తే కానీ సెట్ కాదు.
Sir, your screen is stuck. I can't hear you.
Sorry?
Sir, your screen is frozen. Your voice is cracking again.
Okay, now I have to. Okay, is it better now? Should be a little better. This will be nice actually. So, what I was saying is, when you have been given good samskaras, good values, good virtues by the family, it is your responsibility to keep that up always. We are lenient, we don't apply it everywhere. We only apply bad things, negative things. We constantly hold that up, not the good things, right? Everybody said good, be positive, but how many times you are actually positive? We are only positive about negative things happening in our life without any problem. Only positivity we have is the belief that only negative things will happen. Because that is what you have seen, how people react when they are emotional in the house or in the environment, how people act, how people behave, how people work, how people operate when they are emotional is what you have been conditioned to see, right? That is what you have learnt how to react. Yes, no, maybe, or voice is cracking. So you have absorbed emotional reactions of the people around you, and it has become your first response. First responders అంటాం కదా. The first response system is getting or creating that thought energy field of disappointment and reacting to the disappointment, not taking conscious control of the kriyamana karma. Now when I say kriyamana karma, it has got three aspects: manasa vacha karma. Either in your mind or in your speech or your action, you express your disappointment and you are creating a thought energy field around it. And the thought energy field will become a magnet and it will attract more and more events to sustain this field unless you take conscious active control. I repeat, conscious active control you have to take on your thoughts so that you can influence, you can alter the thought energy field. When you can take conscious control of your thought energy field, you are reprogramming yourself, you are reprogramming your reaction. How do you react? How do you respond? How do you take things? You are changing it, you are altering it. Why? Because you have got the power to do it. It is not difficult, it is not magical, it is not destined to some people only. Why only some people can do it? Because they did it. Why is that you are not able to do? Because you couldn't do it. and you got your reasons. Universe is like, your reasons, keep it with you. I only see your actions and the intent behind your actions, are they aligned or not? That's it. Who cares your intent when whatever you did is not right? Ultimately, how did your intent help you to not do what you're not supposed to do, or to do what you're not supposed to do, or not do what you're supposed to do? How did your intent help or matter? So do not justify yourself that I've got a good intention but I did the wrong thing. You did the wrong thing, that's it. Ultimately, your intention, check it. No, no, don't justify it. Don't say, I only mean good. Who cares if you mean good or bad? Ultimately, you did bad. You cannot control your thought, you cannot control your action. Now, what are you talking about? If you're carried away, you might blame karma. Buddhi karmanusarni. Yes, absolutely, buddhi karmanusarni. It also has second meaning. You can use your buddhi to change your karma also. It's not just, your buddhi will go with your karma. If you don't know, if you take, see, I'll tell you one thing. If you just let things happen the way they are happening, it will happen in a certain way. But if you don't take any conscious control, the progression is not in your control. So you did one wrong and you continue to do the same wrong because that's a progression. You lied once. To cover that lie, you lie again. You lie again. How many lies will come? Till there is no scope of lying, right? Are you understanding? Yeah, when I say lie, lying it to your own self. Now, altering the thought energy field is the only responsibility you have for yourself. It's the only job. I don't say responsibility. Okay, good thing that people talked about responsibility today. Very, very important that changed my life is when I understood responsibility is not discharging the duty or expectation of you. Responsibility is ability to respond. That's it. You responded internally or externally, that is immaterial. For example, if your responsibility is to be happy or you are creating happiness for your own self, that's a responsibility. Now, what did you actually do to be happy? Isn't it just a choice? What did you actually or actively do to discharge a responsibility? There is an attitude statement. I am responsible to what I say but not what you understand. Situation demands. Exactly, which you don't do most of the time. Now, situation demands, and unfortunately, we succumb or we compromise. Then what happens? That's how you're training your mind. You're training your mind to succumb to situations when they're harsh, when they're difficult. And because you have succumbed to it, you have trained your mind. Your mind feels okay, this is how it is. Right? So, your subconscious mind cannot think, it will just respond, it will just give you the output of the training that you give. Now, how do you respond to a negative or displeasuring or disappointing event, you trained your mind, so that's going to create the same kind of environment again and again. Understanding? So your mental training starts like this. The moment you have encountered a negative event, a displeasuring event, a disappointing event, huh, true. So if you encounter any kind of negative event going forward, you have to see what your first thoughts are, how you first respond to it, how do you first react to it, and then you disconnect the energy from the thought. Say cut, erase, delete, cut, erase, delete, cut, erase, delete. And then you consciously think of what you want it instead. What do you want otherwise? And you're creating a new thought energy field. That's how you program your subconscious mind. Each and every single time something negative happens, this person is going to change it. Change the reaction, change the behavior towards making things favorable. That is what you're training your subconscious mind. Right? Understood? If you do this today's exercise, no, what I asked you to do, that is, the moment you get a disappointing or negative situation in your life, it could be the repetition of the past, it could be something totally unexpected, uncalled for. How do you first respond towards it? What is the first response? Or how do you first respond? You are aware of it and then you take control. If you are reacting the old ways or the way you usually react, so you are creating the loop. Now what do? The moment you are aware, you are reacting like the old self only. Then say cut, erase, delete, cut, erase, delete. Take a deep breath. I see you, I feel you, I release you. You see, you feel, and you release that negative emotion, that negative sensation that happens in the body, that happens in the mind. Take this conscious control. You might look like a freak. You might look like a madman. How many of you have seen this? Munaba MBBS or Shankar MBBS. Suddenly that Paresh Rawal is going to laugh, right? Ha ha ha, bolke. When things become out of control. How many of you remember that scene? He acts like a weirdo. When things get upset, he'll start to laugh. And everybody is surprised. Right? It's okay, people look at you and laugh at you. और क्या येड़ा है ये बोल के सोच सकते हैं आपको. It's okay. But you are doing something terrific for yourself. The moment something negative happens, you are stopping everything. I see you, I feel you, I release you. Cut, erase, delete, cut, erase, delete, cut, erase, delete, cut, erase, delete. I see you, I feel you, I release you. I see you, I feel you, I release you. I see you, I feel you, I release you. Cut, erase, delete. Till that sensation comes down. And then you shift it to something that is positive. You shift it to something that you would like it to have. You want it to be. You are taking conscious active control. Every thought that's come to your mind, it's fully in your control. When you bring everything into your control, that's how you have power. Right? The most powerful person on the planet is the one who is not influenced by others. And that is the real power you should have. You should have the power over your own self. You should have I am not saying control. You have been trained in a way that you don't have to control. Things are naturally there. You will not even get a negative thought. Even though something bad happens, something at some point nothing is bad, nothing is good. If something is aligned or it is not aligned, if something which is not aligned happened, you're absolutely okay with it. Because your first response is not a trauma response. First response is not disappointment. Arey yaar. You not have this. Chhi amma జీవితం. This should not be a first response. అవ్వలేదా ఓకే. It didn't happen, okay. Let me see what's going to happen. You're building this thinking, you're building this behavior, you're building this nature. You're developing it. You're actively, consciously developing this attitude. That even something disappointing happened, you are not getting affected by it. Yeah, let it go. Okay, there's something else for it. There's something else in it for me. And I'm least bothered what is it. Okay, I'm absolutely alright how things are happening. I was thinking of something else would be outcome, or I'm anticipating certain things, but something else happened. It's absolutely okay. That is your natural response. You're not forcing. Even now when I say cut, erase, delete and say I see you, I feel you, I release you, you're not forcing yourself to do something. You're actually doing what you're supposed to do. If you feel you're forcing yourself to do it, then you are deeply sunk in the victimhood. Because doing the right thing feels difficult, fine, but doing the right thing feels forced. It's like forcing your parents forcing you to wake up early in the morning. You are waking up only because of the force of your parents. How good it will do, what good it will do. Their intention is to teach you discipline. Or when you wake up early, you got a lot of time to do good things, all of that. That would be the narrative, that would be their intent. But if you feel you're forced, will it really help you? At some point, you have to let go of the thought I'm being forced to wake up. My free will is gone. I'm unable to sleep for more than this, more than that. So your victimhood story should be deleted permanently. You're not a victim of your life. You're not a victim of anything actually. Understood, everyone? Learn something new and interesting and different today? Exactly, absolutely, Soumya ma'am. Will not learn anything, will not actually get any value out of it when you do something out of force. So today's homework is pick one problem that you have that is unresolvable or that's not getting resolved until now. Every thought comes to your mind when you think of it, when you are experiencing it. For example, if you have an issue and you think of it, is going to give you certain kind of feeling or emotion. Say cut, erase, delete to the thought and say I see you, I feel you, I release you. And then create a counter thought and create a thought energy field of the counter thought. I repeat, pick one problem that is persistent in your life which you are unable to solve, which is always there or which is not happening, and think of it. Let the thought run in your mind. When the thought runs, what all other thoughts come into your mind? I want you to pick each and every thought, make a note of it, all the thoughts that come to your mind. Don't be Shana here. Don't talk smart. Don't filter. Every thought comes to your mind, I want you to write. It could be your thought, it could be somebody's thought, it could be a childhood thought, it could be your immature version's thought. No matter what thought it is, it's a thought that came to your mind. I want you to write everything. And every thought you write, I want you to look at the thought, bring the thought into your mind, experience the thought in your mind, and then all the negative energy, cut, erase, delete, cut, erase, delete, cut, erase, delete. All the emotion behind it, I see you, I feel you, I release you. I see you, I feel you, I release you. I see you, I feel you, I release you. Again, think of the thought, energy, cut, erase, delete. Emotion, see you, feel you, release you. Till the thought will lose energy and emotion. How do you know? When you pick the thought again, nothing comes to your mind. You feel nothing, you sense nothing. It's just a statement, and sometimes you cannot even relate to that statement. It's like, did I write? Strange, I don't feel anything about it. That way, you are clearing all the cards that you have with this thought. Then, you are creating a counter thought. Now, what is the counter thought? The positive thought or the opposing thought. For example, you are fearing of negative, bring the positive. You are fearing of something, or you are scared if something might happen which you don't want, experience what you want instead of that. For example, you are scared that you will fail in an exam. Now, what is the counter thought? That you have passed in the examination. Okay, you are going to medical test. You are scared what if you got some disease as a positive. Now create the thought energy field that says, okay, you are healthy. Or if something is already there inside you, it's coming out to the surface so that you can medicate, you can treat yourself, and you're getting healthier. I gave you two examples. That way, if you don't want to, if you don't want X to happen, now what is the ideal thing? Nothing happening or Y happening? X or Y, right? You don't want X to happen, but what you want Y to happen. Then focus on Y. You don't want X to happen or nothing to happen only. Then create a blankness into your mind. That way, you're taking control of your thoughts and the energy of the thought. So, thought energy field is generated by you consciously and actively. Then that is the Kriyamana Karma. You are consciously and actively creating your awareness, creating your experience. Understood? Now, I am reminded of saying a statement. This helped me so much. You might have heard about it. Okay, Satsangatve Nisangatvam, Nisangatve Nirmohatvam, Nirmohatve Nischalatatvam, Nischalatatve Jivan Muktihi. That is there in Bhajagovindam by Adi Shankaracharya. Satsangatve Nisangatvam. Okay, Sangatvam means what? Association. Right? If you are associated with good people, then you are developing detachment. That is Nisangatvam. Satsangatve Nisangatvam means you are in the right field, so there is nothing much to attach. If you are in wrong field, you won't attach. Your cravings and aversion develop there, no? When you are actually truly happy, you don't have any kind of attachments. You just experience it and you leave it. But if you need some anchor for happiness, that creates aversions and cravings. Right? बार बार देखो, हजार बार देखो. Why do we have this tendency? एक बार देखो तो बस बस नहीं है, तो जितने बार भी देखे बस नहीं होगा, राइट? If you're not developing that satiation inside you, no matter how many times you do it, vasanas, yes. No matter how many times you do it, it is still the same for you, no? Because you're not becoming a different person by with this experience. So, satsangatve. Sangatvam is not just external people with your own thoughts, with your own self. What kind of relation you have, what kind of association you are in. Satsangatve. You are in the right kind of association with your own self. Nisangatvam. Nisangatvam means you are not at all attached. So you're not attached to your thoughts or feelings. So loop broken there only, when you're not attached. You got detached from the loop. Nisangatve nirmohatvam. What is nirmohatvam? No attachment, no cravings, no infatuations. We are detached, no cravings or aversions, right? When you don't have any cravings or aversions, what happens? Nirmohatve nischala tattvam. Nischalam. Chalam means what? Chalan. Movement. Chanchal. Nischalam means stability. No wobbling. Your mind is not wobbling. Stillness. That is equanimity. That is sthitapragnata. When you achieve that, nischala tattve jivan muktihi. When every aspect of your life you are able to get to this stage of stillness, calmness and equanimity, sthitapragnata, that's when you have reached the state of jivan muktihi. In this life only you got the mukti. You are not waiting for death to give you moksha. All the people who have heard or learnt Bhajagovindam, these four statements, and also Ma Kuru Dhanajana Yavvana Garvam, Harati Niveshat Kalat Sarvam. Maya Mayam Idi, I lost it. So it says Ma
मायामयमिदम् अखिलं
Nitya. So it says
मायामयमिदम् अखिलं भूत्वा.
So it's saying Ma Kuru Dhana Jana Yavvana Garvam.
गुरु धनजन यव्वन.
So we have the pride. Ma Kuru. The one I have, I created. Dhana, money. Jana, power, authority. Yavvana, youth. Garvam, pride around this. Harati Niveshat Kalat Sarvam. It is destroyed in just a blink of a fraction of a second by time. You are so much absorbed in the pride that you got lot of money. One scam, everything is gone. You don't know what happens next moment. Or you did something great and you're so proud of it, and someone put some allegation on you, and all of your followers went away. So time can change everything. You're so beautiful. I'm so beautiful. Everybody fall for me. I'm so handsome. I'm so this. I'm so that. One acid attack, one falling on the ground, face got shaved off. Oh, your beauty is gone. I'm not talking about negative things. I'm talking about the power of time. Why? Mayam. Maya idam akhilam hitva. Everything is Maya. Nothing is permanent. Everything is transient. Everything changes. Nothing is forever. Everything is Maya. So when everything is Maya, what are you craving for? What are you having aversions on?
Brahmapadam from Pravisa Vidika.
Hmm. ఆ
Last line.
ఆ ఫోర్ స్టేట్మెంట్కి నాకు ఇంకా అర్హత రాలి చెప్పడానికి. ఓకే,
Little more.
నాకు ఫస్ట్ టూ సెంటెన్సే, థర్డ్ ఫోర్త్గా నాకు అర్హత లేదు, ఏదో ట్రై చేశాను అందుకే గుర్తు కూడా రావట్లా.
More depth is there for those two lines.
యా, నేను ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ కాలేదు మీకు చెప్పడానికి. ఇట్ ఈస్ మాకూరు జనధన యవ్వన గర్వం హరిత నివేశాత్ కాలాత్ సర్వం. ఇదొక్కటి నాలో ఉంది. అట్లీస్ట్ టు అన్ ఎక్స్టెంట్ ఐఎమ్ ఏబుల్ టు స్పీక్ అబౌట్ ఇట్.
Makuru means delete. I mean, yeah, delete.
డిలీట్ ఆల్సో, హా. ఐ క్రియేటెడ్, ఐ డిలీట్ బోత్.
Yavana Garvam, delete. We are requesting the God.
So whole idea is that you have all the power to change your narrative, you got all the power to change everything. Why? Because if you don't change, time will change, right? You do a conscious shift, you bring conscious shift, or you'll be forced to shift. How many of you, how many of good people became bad because you're forced? Your patience was tested to an extent that you blasted off. When blasting off was inevitable, do it immediately. No. Why are you dragging? Why are you going? Why are you putting yourself into turmoil for 1 year, 2 years, and then you burst off? Who are you giving chances? Yourself or them? What narrative you have here? I waited for 2 years, then I bursted. What you were when you wanted to burst out? Why did you wait for 2 years? Burst out immediately. So I don't they know how you think. You're always bad, huh? Why? Whatever actions you do, whatever intent you have, they're not aligning. When you have good intention, that will come out in a good way. When you have bad intention, that's how it is reflecting. Now you have good intention, but your speech is bad, your way you say is bad, and you're not correcting it. Right? Everybody has got the same problem, no? I'll tell you one thing. People with bad intention are actually good. Or looks good, or do the right thing. And people with good intention will always act bad. And they're glorifying it. నేను ఇంతే అండి, నా మాట ఇంతే, मैं ऐसा ही हूँ बस. हाँ, इसीलिए सड़ो उस बिहेवियर से. When you have a good thought, when you have good intention, and you don't have good expression, if you're not correcting it, suffer the consequence, no? Why would anybody be kinder to you? Why should anything be kinder to you? Why are you expecting that, people should only look at my intention, not action? Or sometimes, my actions are good, but intention is bad. For others, for example, they might have good intention, but actions are bad. Or they've got bad intention, but their actions are good. So what? You should develop this attribute in your mind to see what is good in it. If intention is good, look at the intention, pick the intention. If the action is good, no matter what is the intention, pick the action. Ultimately, you are bringing peace to yourself, right? That is how you are protecting your thought energy field. Now what happens? You pick what is negative. If intention is negative, you pick the intention. If the action is negative, you pick the action. Only to put yourself into your misery, right? Pick what is good, not what is bad. That will preserve your thought energy field. I'm focusing only on what gives me misery. And your life is miserable. What to complain, who to complain? Tell me. What made you pick what you picked? Why should you pick? See, we are very intelligent, no? Out of 84,000 species, we have chosen human species now, and what we do is we only pick what is negative. if the action is negative, you pick the action. మంచి ఇంటెన్షన్ ఉంటే మంచిగా చెప్పాలి, చెడుగా అయితే చెప్పాడు. बिकॉज ही सेट इन अ बैड वे, आई एम नॉट डूइंग इट. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू डू इट? तू बोला नहीं इसलिए नहीं करता हूँ मैं. तो अच्छा बोलता करता था, तो अच्छा नहीं बोला इसलिए मैं नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, नहीं करूँगा. राइट, वी डू इट राइट. और स्पीक प्रॉपरली और से इन गुड टोन, देन ओनली आई डू इट. When you know the intention is correct, or when the intention has got 0.1% of goodness in it, focus on 0.1% goodness of the intent. Avoid and ignore everything. That protects your peace, that will preserve your thought energy field. Because how you perceive, how do you respond as per your perception will create your reality, nothing more than that. You can choose to focus on 99.9% because that also exists. You can choose to focus on 0.1% because that also exists. Majority minority, it is a narrative. If I choose only to see the good in anything and everything, no matter what they said, how they said, what they do, what did they do, or how did they do, it's all about me. It shows who I am than what actually happened. They are bad, but you are good, no? Right? You are good, right? Now show that goodness. Show how good you are. So why are you good? How do you show that? By doing the right thing. Choose, pick only the good thing, and don't get affected. Let them do whatever they do. That is for their karma. If I had 0.01% goodness in me, 99.9% bad in me, who is going to suffer the consequence of the good and who is going to suffer the consequence of my bad? Me, I'll suffer the consequence of my good and bad both. But if someone is getting influenced by me, they also connected with my karma, no? So they also get affected equally with me. Now the later should not be not later than a minute or 2 minutes, not like after 1 year, 2 years. Because 1 year, 2 years, you are suffering, no? Or 1 hour, 2 hours. So you are training your mind to not get affected negatively because that is disempowering your thought energy field. That is discharging your thought energy field. Once the thought energy field is discharged, when there is no high positive energy in your thought energy field, what happens? You are losing the momentum and you are planting new negative seeds in the discharge state. When you plant these new seeds, what happens? That seed will manifest. That will delay your manifestation of your desire. Are you understanding how powerful your mind is? Why are you able to manifest certain things? Why are you not able to manifest certain things? And this is the intelligent thing that people do, or this is the thing that intelligent people do. They will not let anybody affect them. They may look like fools, but these are really intelligent and smart people. They will not let anybody affect them. I will not give you any goddamn power to affect me. तूने मुंह पे थूका डायरेक्टली, कहीं नहीं मिला उनको थूकने के लिए, बस मेरा मुंह उसको कूड़ेदान दिखा तो थूक लिया, बस हो गया. At least I'm useful to this person, no? If I get into this thing, what did I do to deserve this? How dare he do it? What is he thinking of me? मैं कूड़े दिख रहा हूँ क्या? कूड़ेदान दिख रहा क्या? That is an ego. He should not do what he had done, but he did it already, no? How much of explanation, justification would change the action that has already happened? You become vindictive, you become remorseful, resentful. Who is gaining what with that? What are you becoming in this process? Some people say don't bring the worst out of me. इसका मतलब कि worst है आपके अंदर. That is waiting for an opportunity to come out. You are giving explanations. You are justifying it yourself. इसके लिए उसके लिए. But honestly, you are that only. You are that also. Acknowledge the fact that you have the God in you. Nobody is bringing bad in you. You have bad, it is coming out. It is looking for an explanation. It's looking for an excuse or justification. As long as you justify your actions, no, you will not change. And this is the real reason your life is not changing, because you are justifying yourself. Instead of correcting, instead of becoming better, what are you trying to do? You are justifying yourself. When you justify your subconscious, हाँ भाई, you are right. कर दो, जो कुछ भी करे कर लो. That is the reason people are stuck wherever they are. 5 years, 10 years, same place. Why? Because no active conscious change they brought in their way of looking at life and things. Alright? आज बहुत क्लास लिया मैं. मंच क्लास भी क्या करता अंदर की.
We deserve this. So it happened.
Okay. Sorry if I cross my boundaries. I'm not so apologetic also about it, but someone should point this out for us, or else we'll not see the reality, we'll not face the mirror. We are entitled to your class. Okay. Nice. The only reason this class is this way is that from tomorrow or from the ongoing classes, we are getting into the action. So if you are not prepared for it, it is difficult. Maybe that is the reason today's class happened with tomorrow's break. You have got time to settle down, absorb it, assimilate it, and then be ready for the next class. Okay? So everybody, if I have, if you got shaken with my language or with my words or with my examples, you know what to do. Take only the good in it. Okay? And that's what I want you all to build. Take only good. For your peace, not for me. You can hate me for that, it's okay. But if you take only good in you, that good will stay with you. If you take only the bad things I did or anybody did, that is affecting your thought energy field. If your thought energy field is affected, your manifestation is disrupted. Or you manifest what your thought energy field is saying or attracting. And this is the right way of putting. Ultimately, you manifest what your thought energy field is attracting or is consisting of. Or everything that your thought energy field is consisting is what you have attracted, is what you have manifested. Thank you. Should apply to this class? Not should. I am applying. Should, everybody should do it. But I'll do it next life, not this life. This life gone over.
Whatever good energy getting, will share it, you said.
Nice. Thank you. Pinny, good that you said this. I should apply. Or should apply to this class.
I think so. Good energy will share it.
Yes. Only good energy share. Bad energy don't share. Let it be dissolved. Let it be disintegrated by the universe.
Yes, sir. First you are sharing, that's why next we will share you.
Exactly. And you share it to everybody around you. Okay. One question. Yeah. Okay, I'm tempted to do this. How many of you would like to learn this and teach it to others? Okay. Now it is not the time for me to say that. Okay, no problem. So everyone pick. Here Madhavi Garu said something. Should apply today's class. The moment you say should apply, it's a compulsion. It's not a choice. It is forced. You are forcing yourself to do it, and you'll not be able to do it. Instead of saying I should do it, say I am doing it if you have decided to do it. Anytime you say I'm thinking about doing it, don't say I should do it. Now, when you do anything out of compulsion, what happens? You'll not be able to do it in the right way, in the right intent. Right? Yes, no,
Sorry,
maybe?
towards the end, we can hardly hear you.
Only you? Or is it for everyone?
Voice breaking is there. Voice breaking is there. Yeah, that's what.
బంగారం లాంటి మాట చెప్తున్నాను అప్పుడే బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది. Is it still breaking?
Yes, buildings.
Okay. What is the last thing that you have heard?
That I heard should is compulsion. We should say I am trying. That was the last I heard.
I am not trying. I am thinking.
Sorry, I am applying. I'm not. I should apply. I am applying. Yeah.
See, if someone says something, someone give you valuable advice, instead of saying I should do it, I should apply, say to yourself that I'm applying or I'm thinking on applying on it. Because when you say I should do it, you're compulsively planning, you're compulsively energizing the thought. The compulsion is not going to stay, it's going to create resistance. Instead of being compulsive here, be fully aligned in the right energies so that you are doing it in the right spirit. Okay? Understood this? Any questions or doubts in it? Okay, everybody, thank you so much for today's class. I'll upload today's recording. I don't know how long will it take because the one I'm recording on my camera has got 88 minutes. Yesterday it took more than 8 hours for the entire video to be uploaded. 8 or 9 hours. So, with whatever you have understood, and some of you have posted notes in the group, and also the homework, so that we can practice it. And also, guys, change your narrative. Pick only the good thing. If there's no good in anything that is said, you manipulate it. You choose to pick only the good in whatever they said. If there's nothing good in it, you discard it fully. So that you are protecting and preserving your thought energy field. That is your asset. That is a power. That is a superpower. Okay?
This thing should be a part of curriculum.
This is the curriculum. This is the curriculum, Amma. This is only for those entitled people, not for everyone. If I say this class to everybody, no.
But it's from young age. From young age should be cultivated.
Yes. So there are certain people in our group.
From young age should be cultivated.
There are some young people in this group, Amma. Okay, they didn't join the class today. They are in their 20s. I am saying people are watching this recording in their 20s. If they apply it, even if they take 1 year to apply this, their life is going to be beautiful from this point. And it's never too late. Okay, Ruchi ma'am is almost my age. She is very much blessed. Because in her 30s she is learning this. Maybe it takes a year for her to completely transform into this version of herself. So next 70 years of her life, she is living for 100 years. It's going to be very much beautiful. No, she is making her life the way it is. And everybody, I don't know your age personally, but I understand that no matter where you start, at what age you start, you are starting, you have got entitlement to sit here and learn and listen to it, either live or recording. The moment you apply this, Your life is going to be magical. Okay? I'm so glad that this class happened. And it's happening on Deepavali day, from darkness to light. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Right? So, Kasi is a place, it's the Mahasmashani, right? Smashanam is what? Death. Death of what? Our old self. That is birth of new self. And we are doing the classes from this place. You guys manifested it. Because of you, I came to Kasi. Because I have to teach in these energies, I came to Kasi. From this place, I am teaching this. Not for myself, for you, because I don't remember what I said unless I watch the recording. If you ask me what I said 1 second ago, I forget, because I'm not speaking from my own conscious mind. I'm not talking out of my own preparation. It's just happening through the flow. I don't even know what topic I'm speaking today. Just before the class, I see the topic, headlines, and I go with it. So you guys are really blessed. Just apply it. And there's a radical transformation in your life. And many things are not happening because they are not meant to happen at that point of time, because when they happen at that point of time, you are not going to value it the way you should value it. Good things should happen when you are at your right space. If you get love from your mother when you are hurt, not otherwise, will you be able to value your mother's love? When your mother is loving every single day, when you are able to feel the mother's love every day, when you don't even feel hurt also. But what happens only when we are hurt, we get love, so we become attention seekers. We create drama to get that attention, to get the love then. Right? Truths are bombing. दिवाली का पटाखे है ये सब. Yes. And thank you so much for co-creating this, everyone. If everybody, we have got 15 days. Once these 15 days are done, we have got notes also for 15 days. I want you all to pick one day that is very close to you and prepare your own notes from the entire recording in your perspective. And you can share with the group. Awesome, awesome, Radhika garu. Okay, that's all for today. Happy Deepavali. Enjoy your day. Everybody, my favorite thought is feel. Yes, thank you. Everybody burst crackers. Don't fall for pollution propaganda. If you're scared of bursting crackers, light काकर पोते at least. और रहता ना फुलझड़ी. Light that. It's good for you. Watching that bright light is going to clear a lot of darkness inside you. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Atma Namaste. Stay blessed. Happy Deepavali once again.
Happy Diwali.
Happy Deepavali.
Happy.
Recording.